Okay, everything's cleaned up. I did watch my disassembly video to hopefully freshen up my mind as to where everything goes. So we're going to start putting this thing together. One thing I didn't not confirm, that don't have two gaskets, does it? I've got two of these round gaskets. I don't know if they're different or not. Looks like that one matches up, so we'll just go ahead and use that. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is put this little bitty screen, which I just had and cannot find now, back in here. Okay, there's that. Oh, this video is already starting out good. Here it is. Here's the screen right here. I need a little bit of Vaseline so it will stick to my finger. It's the best way to pick it up, I think. Well, maybe I can get it to stick. There we go. We're just going to put that screen right there, and the gasket should hopefully hold it. Well, wait a minute, we're forgetting something. Before I put that screen in, I got to put that clip back in. I can use the new one or the old one. Actually, okay, yeah, we're going to put this clip back in here. I'm going to go ahead and use the old one because that new one looks a little bigger. Actually, I found there's also another clip and screen, which is probably what the screen that came in the kit was actually for, not this one. I'm not even sure if we have to have that screen here. Okay, I got that. I'm going to show you here what I was talking about here in a minute, but I need to put this clip back in. There we go, that's in there. There is another screen right here. I'm going to leave it alone. I blew it out. There's no dirt in it now. I'm going to leave that clip in there. We're just going to leave that alone. I think we'll be fine as long as it's clean. Okay, now we are going to put this screen that we tore up back in here. I think that the gasket over top of it should hopefully keep it in place. It was kind of shoved down in there, but I'm going to go ahead and, okay, we need to, let's go ahead and stick our needle make sure you get a decent view. Okay, the needle is going to hang in that tab right there, which it didn't stay there, but that's where it's going to have to go. Our spring should go, you can see it, there's a little hole right here. Now we're going to put our gasket in place, and there's only one way it can go. There's a little tab right there, and there's your slot for it. Lay that down in there on top of that little screen. Yeah, it's the only way it can go in there, which is a good thing. It means I can't get it wrong. Never say you can't get something wrong. You can always get something wrong. You can always get something wrong. Hang on, we gotta turn off that heater. I had to break out the old kerosene powered torpedo heater because my furnace stopped working on me. I haven't gotten around to seeing what was wrong with it. Not sure what would be the best way to do this. Try it like this. There we go. It looks like it's going to work. The spring is not how. Okay, that spring needs to go under this little tab here. See if I can push it to where it's supposed to be. My small flathead, I hope, will do it. I think there's like a little pin or something. Yeah, there's a tab. Did I get it under there? There's a tab that goes in the middle of that spring. I believe I got it in there. Now we can put our screws in. I think. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Hopefully. This isn't going to be too bad of a project. I'll probably separate this whole chainsaw video into 2 videos. Magnetic screwdriver tips sometimes are the greatest thing in the world and sometimes the most annoying thing in the world, like right now. When it picks up your screw out of the hole and you don't want it to. But you can also do it that way. Let's not get that crooked. Tear them threads up. Good and snug so it seals, but don't get too crazy with it and strip it out. It would be very easy to do on something this small and fragile and this big screwdriver with a big fat handle and a lot of leverage. Okay, I think that should do it. Looks like it's working freely. Hopefully everything will work out right. Now let's see. Does this gasket go first? And I think this one goes on top of it. I believe that's the way I pulled it off. I will go back and double check that video, but I think that's the way it goes. It's the way I removed it and laid it off, I think. Get our cap back on here. Everything's got little pins on it. You can tell this is an older carburetor because everything is just made to where it kind of helps you put it together easier, you know. Seems like a lot of the newer stuff is made to where you can get stuff on wrong and reverse it. It'll go on either way, even though it won't work both ways, if you know what I mean. Okay. I'll use my bigger screwdriver. That was a bit on the small side. Get in there. Hopefully this thing will run like a champ. It was a good powerful saw. I'm surprised it ran like it did considering how dried up all these old gaskets were. I'd say it had a lot of vacuum leaks, and very possibly that filter could have been clogged because I could not blow any air through it, meaning that in-tank filter. Or who knows, it may not run as good as it did before after I put this kit in here. Who knows? Alrighty, let's see. Now for this side. Okay, we're going to put our screen in, which we could use the old one, but we'll do that when we got a new one. It just fits down in there. Okay. And we got this, which I think goes like this, I hope. Okay, yeah, I see the tabs for that. So now, let's see, we got 2 gaskets here. Of course, like I checked before, early in the video, they match up. Well, this one's, no, it's not different. I had it flipped around on. Okay, just double checking that everything matches up. The thin flat gasket goes on the surface of the carburetor. They're like the little dowel pin hose. They match up just like that. And okay, wait a minute here. No. Oh, I thought we was missing a hole, but actually we're not. That one just did not, when it was manufactured, did not get punched out. You can see where a little slug that still didn't. See if I can do this without hurting it. Oh, that might not be easy to do. If you look close, I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. Right there, there's supposed to be a hole there, and you can see where it did not quite get pierced when they manufactured this gasket. Now I got to figure out how to punch that out without hurting this thing. Let's see, I'm trying to use this little hole here so I can push that slug on through. There it goes, I think. That would really suck because that's one of the worst gaskets as far as the old ones go too. There we go, got it out. Don't know if you saw that or not. I was kind of afraid it didn't match there at first. There we go. Now, that, like I said, where I left off, thin flat gasket lays there. And now the thicker gasket goes like that. Line up our pins, and that will tell you, see these little pins here? Right there? Yeah, okay, you can see it now. Line all that up, and put your screw in. And as far as I know, that's it. We do have one leftover gasket, but that was a spare. The round disc gasket, the one that went underneath the disc on the other side where the needle and seat was. Don't know why they gave me a spare, but they did. Snug that down. I almost messed up that screw. There we go. And not that anything I did should affect it, but there's that. So there it is, all cleaned up. New gaskets. That's pretty much all there is to it. One thing we did not do was mess with that little diaphragm underneath the needle and seat plate, which is under this plate, because we don't have anything to replace it with. But a spare little clip I guess we'll hang on to. If a spare gasket is the exact same. Just curious, what if the spare gasket is the exact same as the other? Yes, it was. It matches up. So, there we go. Alright, that's the carburetor assembly for the Homelite Super Easy, or maybe it's just an easy model. I'm not sure which it is. And I think this will be a separate video from the rest. And in the next video we will get the rest of this all together